Good morning. It is Monday, August 18th. I'm Whitney Turner. Thank you so much for joining us for Catch Up Quick, WVLT's daily fastcast, airing 10:30 in the morning, Monday through Friday. We want to start things off with a check of the first look forecast with meteorologist Belle Oliver. Beautiful start to this work week.
Yes, stunning view out there across Gatlinburg. Thankfully, we stayed mostly clear throughout the overnight hours and started off this morning on this Monday with a very nice view. Lots of sunshine heading out the door this morning, but still kind of heating up out there. We're sitting into the low 80s area wide. Some places still holding on into those upper 70s, 77 in Whitesburg, 78 in Maynardville, 80 degrees here in Knoxville, and 80 degrees in Oak Ridge. We're in for another steamy day. We're going to be topping out into those lower 90s by the afternoon hours. 93 degrees today, keeping a mostly sunny sky. But of course, we're going to be feeling a lot hotter thanks to that extra humidity. We could be feeling like those triple digits by 5 p.m. tonight. Another steamy day tomorrow. I'll tell you what we'll feel like coming up.
All right, Belle, thanks so much. Well, right now, the search continues for a missing boater in Jefferson County. The sheriff's office says they responded Sunday to a reported drowning at the Indian Creek area of Douglas Lake. Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency tells us the boater fell from an inner tube after jumping onto it from a boat. Search efforts are set to resume today. Right now, Knoxville police say they've arrested a suspect accused of robbing a man at knife point. That robbery happened Friday afternoon at the Kroger on North Broadway. Police say after the robbery, the suspect, 37-year-old Joseph Eldridge from Rutledge, drove off in a dark-colored Trailblazer traveling downtown. KPD said this morning Eldridge was arrested in Sevier County. He has been charged with aggravated robbery. And a student and parent are now facing charges after threats were made at Harriman Middle School in Roane County. Chief Deputy Tim Phillips with the Roane County Sheriff's Office says school administration got reports a student made threatening statements towards students and staff on Friday. He says they found out the student's father, identified as Kevin Johnson, had knowledge these threats were made, but Johnson did not report them to the school or authorities. Deputy Phillips says the student was taken into custody and is charged with threat of mass violence on school property. Johnson was charged with failure to report a threat of mass violence on school property or at a school-related activity. Meanwhile, Sevier County needs more bus drivers to help get kids to school. The district says they've got a need for drivers at every school. In some cases, buses are having to run double routes to get everyone where they need to go. The district says if you're qualified, they could really use your help.
Something around 6,000 miles of travel every day here in Sevier County. You don't think about it because Sevierville is a rural area, but we are the 10th largest district in the state of Tennessee. So there's a lot of children that have been moved around during the day.
There are nearly 10,000 students who ride the bus in Sevier County every day. This is a part-time position, but they say it can become a full-time job with the school district. U.S. Representative Tim Burchett has now officially endorsed Marsha Blackburn in her run for governor of Tennessee. The endorsement comes just a couple of weeks after her initial announcement. Congressman Burchett's endorsement today came in the form of a video on social media on your screen. In his endorsement, Burchett said, quote, "She is a brave woman, and I'm proud to support my dear friend Marsha Blackburn for governor of the great state of Tennessee." Burchett joins Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs as an East Tennessee supporter of Blackburn. Mayor Jacobs is also serving as Blackburn's campaign treasurer. Blackburn's currently serving her second term in the U.S. Senate. Prior to her stint in the Senate, she served as a U.S. representative from 2003 to 2019. Another push for Instagram to make changes after releasing its new location sharing feature. Tennessee and Kentucky Attorney Generals signed a letter to Instagram's CEO and president asking for online privacy protections for kids. The feature lets users share their last active location and see where posts are coming from. 37 states want it disabled for minors and have an alert to the risks of location sharing. Instagram is also being asked to disclose how it will use locations and add an easy option to disable the feature. The platform's parent company, Meta, says the new feature is off by default and it only shows location to people you follow or put on a custom list. Right now, Hurricane Erin threatens to bring life-threatening rip currents and waves to the East Coast. The outer bands of the Category 4 storm slammed multiple U.S. territories Sunday night. In San Juan, Puerto Rico, hundreds of thousands are without power. Aaron also brought heavy rainfall that sent floodwaters surrounding people's homes. While the storm is not expected to hit the U.S. mainland, its effects will be felt along the shorelines up and down the East Coast. In North Carolina, evacuations are underway at Hatteras Island on the Outer Banks.
Yeah, I want to give an update on Hurricane Aaron. As you remember, it was a Category 5 storm. It briefly weakened last night into a Category 3. It went through what's called an eye wall replacement process, where it had to kind of figure out getting a new eye wall for itself. Now it's back to a Category 4 storm. You can see there sustained winds of 130 miles per hour, very strong. It turning off in the Atlantic there, and it's still going to be staying in the Atlantic over the next few days. Now you'll notice it's not going to make landfall across the U.S., but it will again bring some life-threatening rip currents, especially to the coastal Carolinas over the next few days. Now here in East Tennessee, we're staying pretty quiet out there. Lots of sunshine waking up on this Monday morning. A few clouds to parts of West Virginia there, but other than that, here in East Tennessee, staying nice, clear and quiet. Still pretty warming up out there. A lot of our temperatures into the low 80s area wide. 80 here in Knoxville, 82 in Chattanooga, 85 down there in Tupelo, Mississippi, and 73 in Johnson City. So we are slowly building some heat on this Monday, and we are going to get pretty hot today. We're talking temperatures reaching into those low 90s by this afternoon. Notice we'll keep a nice sunny sky throughout the rest of our Monday. 93 today for our high temperature. Of course, we're going to be feeling the heat, and it's going to feel a little bit hotter heading into the afternoon, into the upper 90s. But perfect weather if you have plans maybe to sit by the pool today. Going to be very sunny, very steamy. So of course, if you have those plans, make sure to throw on those sunglasses and also that extra sunscreen as well. It's a rinse and repeat forecast for Tuesday. We'll be warming up into those low 90s towards the afternoon hours. We're going to keep a chance for an isolated shower both today and tomorrow. But again, it's really going to be very isolated, focus more towards the mountains as well. And then we're going to be feeling into those low 80s going towards the nighttime hours. But again, those feels like temperatures are going to be feeling like those mid 90s heading into the afternoon, both today and even into tomorrow for our Tuesday. By 5:30 tomorrow, we could be feeling like 95 here in Knoxville, 95 in Clinton, and 94 degrees in Madisonville. So very steamy, and that's going to continue at least for Tuesday before we get some more rain in here by Wednesday. This is one of our longer range models, kind of showing a lot of that rain coming in Wednesday night, and that'll continue even into Thursday and even going into Friday as well. So not a lot of rain for the next couple of days for today and tomorrow, but we do have those extra rain chances kind of pushing into East Tennessee, looking towards Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You'll notice what it does to those temperatures. We'll go into the 90s over the next few days. Then as we get some more rain in here, temperatures tumble into the mid 80s, and then the weekend looking pretty good with an isolated shower here or there.
Well, thank you so much. We are following breaking news just into the WVLT newsroom. The Knoxville Police Department has identified the woman killed in a motorcycle crash on Friday as a 44-year-old Juliana Goodman. That crash happened on I-40 near I-640. Police say it's still under investigation this morning. Well, it is fall time in Tennessee. The students are back and football is just around the corner. Today is the first day of class for tens of thousands of students at UT. Our Aaron Rogers is on campus this morning finding out why Tennessee sees a record enrollment as admissions drop across the country.
Well, it is official. Today is the day the Vols are back on campus. It is UT's first day of class today. Over 40,000 students are here on campus. Over 7,000 freshmen. That is a record-breaking number for the university. Now, I spoke with the Student Success Center earlier today, and they kind of gave me like a run-through of what it looks like for preparing these students for all 4 years of university. Now, they said they have, instead of an orientation, they do an onboarding process. The entire first year for students. Now, I spoke with the vice provost, and she told me a little bit about what that process really looks like for not only students, but for them as faculty as well.
So we're really unique. Even though we have so many students on campus, we have small group presentations that I actually host myself called Authoring Your Story. And we talk to them about how they can make this the best chapter yet in their lives. And one of the things that we talk about are those resources. And one thing that's unique about us is that every single student is assigned a Vol Success Team, which is a team of professionals to help them navigate their experience here at the university. So we always tell students, if you don't know where to start, start there. Your Vol Success Team is here to help you, and they'll get you connected to the appropriate places.
Now, obviously, with it being the first day of class, lots of tired eyes around campus this morning. But when I spoke with the Student Success Center, I mean, she made it a real big point that they have so many resources available to students to do exactly that, to set them up for success for all 4 years. Happy first day, volunteers in Knoxville. Aaron Rogers, WVLT News.
Happy first day indeed. Well, it's the question we've been asking for weeks now. We finally have an answer. Joey Aguilar is set to be the starting quarterback for the Vols. We will finally see Aguilar get his start in just 12 days. He's been in a battle with redshirt freshman Jake Merklinger and true freshman George McIntyre throughout fall camp. Aguilar will make his 25th FBS start at the Aflac kickoff game against Syracuse August 30th in Atlanta. Well, when you go to the fair, you see all kinds of raffles. Maybe you even win one. In Cobb County, there's a special raffle happening, helping East Tennesseans with cancer. Dustin Ottinger lost his mom last year to cancer, so now he's using his loss to help others battling the disease. Ottinger raffled off a car at the Cobb County A&I Fair this past weekend. The money raised will go towards Celebrate Life, a nonprofit that supports cancer patients. The group says the raffle could bring in a record amount of donations.
Get a call, we find out what the patient needs, and then we send them a check or help them get their medicines, a light bill, whatever they need done. We try our best to help the patients that way.
There's still time to enter the raffle. The winning ticket will not be drawn until the group's Cruise Against Cancer event in April. And Knoxville's first Whataburger is opening a week from today. Mark your calendars, August 25th at 11 o'clock in the morning on Cumberland Avenue. The location is right by the Raising Cane's on the Strip right now. You'll be able to score some deals if you get there early opening day. The first 2 people in line are getting a gift basket. The next 50 will receive some goodies.
We the People, celebrating 250 years of America. Sponsored by Garza Law Firm.
We're celebrating America's 250th birthday with interesting facts about the nation and Tennessee. On this date in 1920, the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was ratified, giving women the right to vote. Tennessee became the 36th state to approve the amendment, giving it the required 3/4 majority to pass. The hard-won right came after decades of struggle and protests by suffragettes across the country. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. Remember, you can stay up to date on WVLT.tv, inside your WVLT News app, and on WVLT social media pages. We hope you have a great day and join us for WVLT News at Noon.